Hello. I am going to make 2 memorial hearts. Filling up my alcohol bottle, which I should have already done. Anyways, I'll show you what I get. 99% isopropyl. That's the one I get. Anyways, I'm doing 2 memorials, and I thought I would do the backgrounds in white. I'm going to spray it down. And then I'm just going to put down a little background. Oh, there's something in it. I can't have that. There we go. And then I'm going to, if I've got enough, I just want a small, little bit on the backs. So I'll have room to put stuff. Two memorial hearts. So hopefully I don't mess up by doing 2 at a time. This one here is a little different, but it's still cute. It still hangs. And I have to do the little bottom pieces too. So I may do a little, I don't know what color the back or the bottoms is going to be. Maybe I should do white in them too. I have got something. That one's not going to help right here. Here's my one. I think that stick had more on it than this heart does. But there it is again. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got it with my glove. Anyways, I want to do these with the white in the background. So, I know that one might, makes you think if they're hanging, you might be able to, it might flip around on this one. I don't know. But I'm going to do that. The resin's getting hot. I was using it for a different pour. Pour just a tad more in here. Just to make sure. Okay. I'm going to clean all of these with my isopropyl. I hope you can see them. If not, I'll pull these forward or up a little bit. It's just the little square pieces here. And I cleaned all of these. This one looks dingy, but it's cleaned. I don't know. I did not have it stored in a bag, so that's probably what my problem. Probably why it looks like that. And I didn't spray alcohol in these. It gives it this weird. And some of it I do. Like now I probably will. Just to get it to spread out because my resin's getting thick. And I don't need any bubbles in these. And there's something in here. Okay, got it, I think. I'll just put the rest of what's in here in here. But anyways, I'm going to let this part set up and then I'll come back to you for the next part of the memorial hearts that I'm going to put in both of these. So I'll see you then. Okay, so I'm back. This is set. So, in here I got some of this. It says jute on it. I can't remember what it's called. It comes on this little roll. So I'm soaking some in UV resin because I just want to go around the edging of this, hopefully, for the idea that I have. It's a memorial. They told me to do whatever I wanted to, and they gave me, and I'm letting some of it soak over. I'm letting it, like the excess come off of it. So I wanted to try this to see. They gave me the clothes they wanted to use in it and the names and all that. So I'm going to try to do this without it getting all over the place. What is that? I don't know what it is, but anyway. Or it is. It looks like a piece of some type of flake, but I don't know. Anyway. I'm trying to get the excess off so when I put it on it, just don't start spreading all over the heart. Because I'll have to put it in my little UV lamp over here. So I'm just going to spread it out. Let's see. It don't have to soak all the way in, I don't think. I've never done this, so I'm going to see how this works. This might be a longer video, but I want to see if I can do this. I don't know if it's going to... Okay. All right, then. I'm going to set it down in here anyway. Something like to keep it where you want it, sort of thing. I don't know how I'm going to do that part. There's UV all over the place. But I do want it down here. Let me see. Yeah. And just up against the edge is what I was going for. It doesn't look like it's going to stay. And I couldn't do it one at a time because the whole thing's covered in UV. Still going to try to do it. I'm hoping it works. Okay, let's just go around. Instead of wasting time. Try to go around a little bit anyways to get it baseline of what I'm working with. Because I know I'm going to have to cut it, but I don't want to cut it till it's like right around the edge where I want it. I'm not going to cut it until then. So yeah, I'm going to have some excess over here. Okay. So, if I'm starting right here, lay down. I need it to lay down. And I don't want to add no more to make it be a big pile of UV. Let me wipe my hands off on a paper towel. So it's not as messy. I'm not getting UV on everything. Okay. So, that got a little bit off. Let me clean my stick off. I want my other stick. Okay. So, like right here, all this, I just want it to lay down and be still. So I'm trying to get the look that I want. And then you'll see what I'm talking about when I start doing the other part. I'm going to try to get it to maybe a little tacky right there with my little light. Just in one spot, maybe it'll hold it. I don't know if it will or not, but I don't know what else I can do to get it to be still and hold to where I want it to hold so it won't move. And if I can just get it around through here, I can wipe that excess out, I'm thinking. Or maybe I'll leave it. It kind of looks neat, but it's wavy looking. Okay, I almost put the stick in there with it. So that is working, so I can just tack it with my little light. Just barely. And then, okay. And if it'll just stay in its spot. Trying not to glue my stick down. Almost did. It was almost a mess. Don't keep you on here for me to tack the whole heart. That'd be... Because I'm going to go around through here. I don't know how many times keeping it tacked down. So, it'll be good. Let me see. Yeah. So, I'm going to go all around and then... Hopefully it won't be that bad. Excuse me. So, I got like a scratchy throat for whatever reason. Don't feel sick or anything, but... Hopefully there's enough on it to tack it down just barely, like just enough for me to work with it. Work around it, I guess you might say. And I didn't want to, that didn't stay, I don't think, where I wanted it to stay. And then once I get this, I wonder if I should put a little, see it's not wanting to stay. Maybe I can do that. Not my stick. I can't put my stick there. Well, I'm going to have to. Maybe I can just for a second and then move it. Nope. Now I think if you put too much, it gets into a mess. Okay, I think it's going to work. Okay. And then right here, I feel like I need to push it down and let it tack to that. We don't want you over here. Well, okay. It's got that so far, so good. So I'm going to do this part right here. Just tack it long enough for me to get around through here is all I'm doing. I'm hoping you're able to see that and not my head. I don't know. Hopefully. Oh, we're stuck to it again. So I'm going to add a little more and push it into the corner. Maybe it'll go in like that, like I did a few minutes ago. Maybe I just push this part and it'll put it in the corner. If it'll just stay down. The corners don't want to stay. I was trying to get it as straight as I could around through here. But it'll only be as straight as you can get it. Here's another corner that don't want to stay. Maybe it will. I'll do this part right here. It'll just stay in its spot. Okay. So I'm going to do this, and then I'll come back to it. I want to keep you on here for this whole thing going all the way around because you know what I'm doing. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. This is the other heart. I'm going to put these little pieces of cloth in this one that I've cut up off of the shirt just to see how this is going to look. I don't know, like, I feel like the pieces need to be a little bit thinner and not as wide. They'll go in better and neater and just fit better so they don't float up. So I'm going to try that and get that one back out. Okay, that's a little better. And I'm going to get it, I'm going to go around and I'm going to try to fill it up with pieces, but not like, I don't know how to explain it, but I do think the slimmer pieces, these scissors and me don't work together. Okay. I think that one's got a little end piece of that thick thread on it where it must have been the bottom. But anyways, this is what I'm doing to this one. I'm not sure if I want some of the white to show through. Well, that'll work. It can stay right there or not. This has got thread hanging off. And I don't know if I'm going to tack this one down with UV or not, like I did the other one. But I might, because if I don't, it's more than likely going to float. And I don't want them all to float to the top and not be where they're supposed to be. So I may put a little tack of UV in there or something, glue, whichever to hold those down. I'm hoping these look good. It looks faded. I don't know. I cut me up small pieces and figured I'd come back and work on this one while my resin for the other one is in the bubble machine. I just mixed together 4 ounces and I put some crushed crystal in it for a little bit of sparkle. For that other one, this one I won't do that. I think this was her husband's shirt, so I'm Probably not going to put sparkle on his shirt, but I don't know yet. I might. It just adds to it a little bit. I was going to do a little end piece down here. Like that. But I hope these turn out like they want them. Which they just said, asked me to do it, and they told me to do it however I wanted to. So that's what I thought I'd do. And then I kind of want clear through on, I can't talk, showing through on this one. Hope everybody's had a good New Year. Everything went good, hopefully. Everybody's safe and happy and healthy this morning, this afternoon. Okay. So it's looking like that, but I'm going to put more pieces in, I'm thinking. I don't want it to be all the way. But I do like this, the way this looks. But I do want more pieces in, so I was just checking in to show you what I was doing with these so far today. Don't know if they'll be done today or not, but you never know. It's just according, I guess, to how fast everything sets up, because I really don't want to put nothing on the heat mat. I did order me one of the glass heat mats, so I didn't have to move my stuff from this area to that area over there, because then you'll dump it out, it overflows. It's just a mess. So I ordered me one that I don't have to move. I had seen a few more channels with them where you just don't move it, it's just there and you just turn it on. So that'll be easier to do, because I don't want to mess none of these up. I've done quite a few memorial pieces, I just didn't record them. That's been a while back, before I really started recording everything, because I didn't know if I would be able to do the recordings, but it turns out I am. Oh gosh. And I was trying to fix these tweezers. They would not hold on to nothing, but I had to squeeze it, and then it had resin on the end. I think it's from doing the flowers in one of my other modes or something like that. But anyways, some of these I just want to place a little piece. Like right down in there. I need a smaller piece for that though. I'm going to put this one right here. But anyways, I'm going to get my other one ready to come back through because my resin's done. And then we'll put this one to the side. Start working on that one. That's still not thin enough. How about this piece? Maybe it'll wrap around. I don't know if I like that or not. We'll see. So I'm going to push this one up here and get my other one out, and I'll be right back to you. Okay, so I'm back. So I got all these little pieces of her stuff. I'm going to put in her clothing and see what we can come up with. And I got more if I need to cut any more out for certain pieces. So I'm just going to do a thin layer. I'm hoping I let that UV, it looks so pretty like that. Kind of wavy looking. I'm hoping. I may need to. Oh, those come right off. Okay. I'm just put a little layer in here, and for it to something for it to stick to, but not float. And this one here, it's going to have the dripped resin, good grief. This birth date and all that stuff on it. So I won't be putting a piece of cloth in it. But I do want it to be glittery and shiny. So, got a little resin left, so that's good. I'm going to mess with that too much, but I do not absolutely want no bubbles. I'll never know when you're going to get one or two, though. I'm trying to find my, here it is, the one that It's clean and don't have that one resin on it. So this tool or jute or whatever that stuff is looks like is going to create a few bubbles I'm going to have to fight. Sorry, my chair makes noises. I had to turn around. So I'm going to put, I don't know where these are going. I didn't go ahead and try them. I just wanted to lay them. And this is going to be the front. So I think I'm just going to put some in like that and let the resin go ahead. And I'm hoping to not get a ton of bubbles. So I should be able to see, though, if there is any. And let the resin soak up in here. That's why I wanted a little extra resin to make sure everything gets coated. And it lays down. I don't want to use the tweezers for that. Okay, I'm going to use this stick. So it looks like it's getting coated. So I'm just going to place the stuff. It doesn't matter, I don't guess, where at. I'm just going to try to make it look nice and neat and pretty with her. Okay, let's do, gosh. I don't want that at the top. Let's try this purple piece here. Put it up against that. See if that does. See what this looks like. I did cut a few pieces round because of the heart up at the top. So, and it doesn't matter if they overlap. So, we'll see what happens here. Because I was thinking about it overlapping, and then I was like, well, I guess it don't matter if it overlaps. So, anyway, there was a piece. Matter of fact, they are going to overlap because I have a few pieces like this pink. I wanted it at the top, this little pink piece. So it'll be going over the purple a little bit, over that last piece. Just something like that. I just wanted pieces of her clothing. And I think it was his clothing. I don't know if it was the husband or, I think it was though. And that's why I'm doing the red on his over there. So I'll do like this. I'm hoping I don't get a ton of bubbles in this because you don't want to mess up a memorial piece. And then I have this blue, and I have like a little shard of it over here. I have all these pieces. No, I don't want to use that. So, anyways, that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to use the big pieces, and then I'll go back if there's places to fill in instead of worrying about filling them in right now. I'm going to do the big pieces and then fill in the little areas that need a little something extra. So, that's how I think I'm going to do it. Try not to have a bubble. Not a bubble. I don't want any. Hopefully this turns out. It looks as good as I want it to look. You never know when it comes to resin what you're going to get. And I have a pair of scissors gum on the loose. Here they are. Sorry for reaching over. Okay, I'm going to cut this piece. And I think, let's see. I think I cut the bottom off because it's way big for that top part up there at the top. Hopefully I can get some pieces in there. See, like this. I want to put it up here. Get different colors on it. I think it'll be pretty, kind of like a patchwork quilt looking pieces with her clothing. Okay, that one can stay there. And then let me look. Here's a piece, but it's hung on to another piece, so let me cut it. Okay. And then I think, where's the back to the front here? And then I think down here I'm going to do that. This little piece. Just make it lay down. Maybe it'll soak up the resin. The crushed crystal looks pretty and shiny, the parts that you can see, but I got to thinking, probably ain't going to see it. Like, got a bubble. I don't want you coming up. Okay. Let's see. Let me do a piece of the purple again. Right in here. I'm going to get a smaller piece, I think. This looks like a little patchwork done here. That's what I'm going for. Just a little simple pieces of her stuff in this heart. And I'm hoping it turns out. Because they wanted it simple. And these are the colors that they gave me. So, that's what I'm doing. This is what they gave me of hers, and his is the red shirt, the other heart. So that's kind of cute, kind of patched up looking. I think it looks good. I think it'll be pretty. I'll do this little square down at the bottom. This ain't too big. Oh, I think it's going to fit right in. Get my stick out of the resin. If it don't go under the juke, I don't want it under it. I just want it beside it. But if it goes over it somewhere here and there, I'll be okay. I think it'll still be pretty once it gets done. Okay. That's pretty. And then the purple, I think we need blue again right up here. Let me get this. Oh, here's a different. Okay. We don't like much. Well, I don't like much, and I'll have this one like, I'll have this piece ready, because that's going to definitely have to sit, you know. And as long as it gets nice and tacky and stuff and set a little bit, I'll be able to go ahead and pour over it. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Plus, I did a short video, made a snake. So, I'll probably post it later. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to post this later so you all can see what I was doing on New Year. Oh, that's when it farther than I wanted. I wanted it to be like, it's going to go over the, let me save that piece for later. Let's try a different one. I don't need it to be as long as that piece was, but maybe I'll use that other piece here in a minute. And if not, we're just going to use it however it looks cute. It's going to look cute either way. I hope so. That little piece there, it done good on the resin, but it's a little bit see-through, but I can patch that up, put pieces in beside it, and patch it up. So, now what? Okay. You know what I forgot? She has a gray piece in here, so I'm going to put it right. Nope, it's not going to look right there. I'm going to get another piece of this pink, a little piece of it. I think, yeah. I think it'll look good up here. Gosh, I got a little stubby edge over here. We don't want that in there. Well, that's not long enough. Okay. I'll get it in a minute. Let's see. Oh, goodness, it's sticking to me now. I think that. Let me pour a little more resin, because I do want it to be wet with resin. So, if I can get it to spread, it is getting a little bit thick. That's okay. I use JDiction. That's what I use. My resin is JDiction. I use it all the time. About for everything almost. That's not laying down like I want it to, but I don't think it's going to hurt it. So, what do you think so far? I know I need this piece and all of that, but tell me what you think so far. I think I'm going to do... bet you're getting a guess. Pink up here. I just like the pink. And I think that it brings a little bit more color to the piece. Which, I'll try to make it look as good as I can no matter what. So, knit up under here. So I can see what I'm doing. I wish you all could tell me anything. Got a little piece, so I'm sticking it right there. So a little piece, and I see that we needed a piece to fill in here. So I wish y'all could tell me, is this too much pink in the middle? Get these bubbles coming up because that one piece has not soaked the resin in yet. So when I push on it, the bubbles are coming. I think they'll come all the way up. So let's turn this around here and see what I need to do next. I'm going to put a piece of this gray right there, and it's almost shaped perfect for it. It's just a little piece, but it was hers, so. Just like that is a little fill-in piece here. Yeah, that looks good. It's just, I feel like, bubble. There's bubbles everywhere. I feel like, I don't know. It needs something. Maybe I should put something right in here so it's just not that pink. This color just disappears though. This one, it just disappears. It goes clear. Let's see. I need a filler piece for down there, right down there in that corner. So I could cut a little piece off of blue for a filler. Just a little bitty piece. I didn't even use my tweezers for this, and I'm going to use them. I fixed them and everything to use them and didn't use them. Crazy. Anyway. Yeah, that's a good filler piece for there. I just need right there. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to put there. Let me cut us out a heart. I just think it'll be. I just think I don't know why. I just want to. I just want to see what it looks like. So let's see. And it's not a perfect one. Look. What if I did this? Oh, gosh. Not straight. Just, okay. Hold up. Like this. I don't think she would mind. Honestly, I think that's so cute. Yeah, I'm leaving that. I'm going to put a piece of gray as a filler. If it will go. No, it won't go there. Phew, I'm burning up in here. 1 minute I'm hot and 1 minute I'm cold. You know what? I'm going to cut. I guess it don't matter what color, does it? She just wants the clothes, like, you know, the pieces in there. But I do want it to look good. I want her to love it. Okay. Oh, that needs to be filled. Okay. Well, I do like it. Bubble. Go away. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this in here. Just to, well, I don't know. Yeah, make it stick because some of it's not even got enough, I don't think. And I think I'm done with this. Like, with this part, I'm going to let it sit. And then maybe I'll try to dome this one. Or almost dome it. I don't think I need to dome it, but it will shrink back. Okay. So, with that, I'm going to go, and then I'm going to come back to you when this is set up for the next step. So, I'll see you then. Hello, everyone. We're back. There's my bottom piece. I had to do the vinyl separate. It took me forever. I don't get along with vinyl. Here's this part. I'm going to go ahead and get these out. There's the back. There's the front of that one. Oh, Lord. Here's this one. I did get a bubble right there and right there. I was going to fix it, but I was afraid. So apparently, oh, that's pretty. That goes like that. And then you hang your little heart in here. Okay, so what I was going to do is take a little piece of that and just connect them together and tie like a little, Lordy, a little bow or something. Do it like that. So maybe I can get it hanging on here. Let me take it out of this while you're on here. While everybody's on here. I guess I can take this part through here. Well, maybe. I don't exactly know how these look when they hang. Or how... Let me put it back in. Okay, let's get it over here. The sun's shining in on my desk. Yeah, that'll be pretty. Look at this. Look at that. That's so pretty. Yeah. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this back off because I have a little trimming on the heart right here. I had some overpour right there on the edge. I'll take my, let me move my stuff, my little deburring tool here, and try to easily get this off so I don't have to do a whole lot of trimming on it. Because it does go on the front. And it'll get it off, hopefully. Or it won't be sharp or sticking out. This little tool, I do like it. I got it off Amazon. My little deburring tool. I guess I just need to, so you can see the little overlap right here. But I don't want to take it too far and do too much on it. And I'm afraid, and I might have an uneven heart. I do need to get those edges off. That's better. I just need to file it just a little bit there on the side. So, I will file it, and I will come back to you, and or I'll put it on, and then I'll come back to you. So, I'll see you in a second. So, I got that part filed. I cleaned that off, but I still see something on it. Okay. No, that don't come off. So, I'm going to seal this in with UV. So, I'm going to put my UV on here, and I'll put it in my little lamp. But you got to try to get it kind of straight. Because if you don't, then it's just going to mess up. So hopefully I can get it around the edges real straight and seal this part in. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to spread that much out and see what happens. I was hoping it would just go to the edge on its own. So, but it's not going to. Hopefully I'll get those little bubbles out. It's making little bubbles. Because I don't want it to overflow. I just want it to go to the edge. And then hopefully that'll be done. Sealed in. hopefully. So I try to push it right on out to the edge. And then I'll see if it's separating, if it needs more. That way I can fix that part. I just don't want it to overflow, or there's a little bubble. Maybe it'll seal that bubble in. Another bubble. I see it right there. Hopefully we'll seal that one in too. But before I put any more on, I'm going to try to seal around the edges, and I can't see because of the sun. May have to close those curtains in. I don't think that much light will cure it, but you never know. I do see where it's separated. Let me pull this together and see if that helps any. No, now the sun's going down. It makes it hard to see it. If I can get these filled in where it's got little, you can tell where it doesn't have resin. Yeah, I think I'm going to need more. Okay. Let me fix this curtain. I'm right in front of a window, so I can maybe see better. Let's see now what it looks like. Okay, I still see it. So it didn't help. Right here, along in here, it's separating from itself along these edges. And one of my friends needed this done, so trying to get it done before I go to work tomorrow. That way I can have her to come and get it, or she may be at work. I don't know. Try to get it right to the edge, but not over. Sometimes it goes over. But I thought I'd get on here with you, since I didn't with the UV part, or the vinyl part. Oh, came back and work with vinyl. Gosh, I'm not one of them. I try, but oh my gosh, it's horrible. I see it separating at the back too, right back here. It's not all the way to the edge. You can get it to go over there. Got me a paper towel here ready. I'm waiting because I didn't know what was going to happen. I feel like there's some right there. I don't want it down in there because I'm afraid it'll keep it from being able to, the piece from sitting on there. I think that looks okay. There's a piece of glitter right here. It looks like it gets to stay. I'll put this in there for a minute into the Let's Resin UV light. If I can get it to go in there. Yeah, it should go right in, but if I can line it up, there it goes. So I'm going to do that for 5 minutes. I'm going to come back to you and we are going to put it all together. So I'll see you then. Okay, so I'm back. So tell me what you think. I went around the edges with red on this heart, the red paint pen. I did go around the edge just to give it a little more something. I don't know what. I just think it looks good. I don't know how long it'll stay. If you handle it, it probably won't stay, but it looks pretty good. Anyway, got a bubble right there. Anyway, got a few bubbles. I did do the UV. Let me connect the heart first. On this one, it has little spots on it, but I think it's okay. It's the best that I know how to do it. So I'm going to put this, how did I have that? Okay, I ran it through here, and then I'm going to run it through this top piece and just tie it. I don't have none of the little, I see people doing, when they connected their little hearts like this, they had that little chain. I don't have those. I don't even know what they're called. I was just going to try to, like, make it. I thought I was getting the paint off, but I don't know what I was feeling. Okay, it's probably where I'm just sticky from UV. Maybe like that. Let me see if it'll, let me just tie it just for the time being, just to see what it'll do. And then I'll straighten it out. Okay. I like it. Okay, let's put it on its stand, which just sits up like that. I know you can't see it, but this is the way, let me hold it, that it looks. I did put a cardinal there. I think it's pretty. Okay, well, I do like it. I'm going to let it sit over here. And hopefully that'll look okay. Now we'll unmold this. Against my better judgment, I will normally unmold with gloves on because it'll cut you and I don't like it. Got some little extras on here, but I can get that right off. Most of them just, you can pick them off. I'm going to get my extras off and sand that piece. And here's the big one. Okay, that's not bad. I put my mold over here after I straighten it out. I got molds lying everywhere from these hearts. Okay, that thing's turned out good. It's white on the back. I have to wipe it off. I got a little bit of the red paint on it, I think. But anyways, look at that. I do like it. I went ahead and UV'd that bottom piece too for that one. Ooh, it's got some sharp pieces on it. So I'm going to get the sharp pieces off. All the extra you see here. Get all that off and then I'll come back to you. Okay, now we're back. I got these sanded off and fixed like I wanted. So I'm going to add this part. And I got this part in the UV light over here. Hopefully it's good. I hope it needs some work too. Needs a little work, not much. Anyway, put it back in there. Maybe if I put it on the light a little bit longer, let me clean my hands off. I felt a little grip of UV or something. Okay, so I'm going to put the string on this one. Just like I did that one, just long enough to hold it till I figure out how I am going to do it. Because this one's made different. I gotta go, if I can get it to go in here. Oh, it's not going to go. Okay. Maybe if I do this, I don't know. Maybe this is not as thick as that one over there. Don't know. Or maybe I should use a different string. I think it's going now. Hold on. Gosh, this thing. It's hard to, it's like awkward to fix, like when you're trying to, okay, I'm going to turn it over and then make my little string even back here. I might want it to be a little stretched out just a little bit. I'm trying to get it to where this edge is even with that edge, but I don't know if I can. But I'm going to try right there and just tie me a knot for just to see how this is going to work. Okay. Oh, let me get that part. Oh, so it hangs like that. That's what it looks like. This part is not done yet. The bottom piece is in the UV lamp. So what I'll do is I'll take pictures and then I'll post them for when that one gets done, because I know I have a little sanding to do. But then I'll show you a picture of both of them when I post it. And I think they turned out decent. But thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one. I appreciate everybody subscribing. And I will be back. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching.